Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and here's a look at your top stories. The standard 6% realtor commission on buying or selling a home has come to an end. The National Association of Realtors has reached a settlement in a legal battle over the real estate's commission structure. And here now to give us some more insight on this new development is Stafford Nichols with Beacon Economics. Stafford, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
First question for you is, how will this settlement affect local sellers and buyers, especially in a market like Southern California where things tend to be very hot?
Sure. Yeah, right. The average home price in Southern California is around $1 million. And so a 6% commission fee, which is typical, is about $60,000. It's yet to be seen exactly where the new kind of average commission fee will be, but probably around 50% of what it is right now, so closer to 3%, or about $30,000 for that $1 million house.
I was reading earlier that it used to be the seller, right, would pay that 6% that would be split between the seller's agent and the buyer's agent. Now they're saying maybe that the buyer as well will be picking up some of this. How does that work?
Sure. Well, I mean, the truth is, even if on paper it was the seller paying for it, of course, often that fee was baked into the price already. But it certainly will lower transaction costs. So I think it'll make buyers more willing to sell because they'll be able to keep a large proportion of the home price. And of course, if it does lower prices, then sellers will be happier to buy.
And how much of a hit do you think will this be for realtors and brokers out there? Will it be a big hit?
I think, unfortunately, it will be. There's around 200,000 realtors in the state of California. The majority of those are in Southern California. So I think it's certainly going to be tough for them.
And how soon will this go into effect? Do you know when we might see these changes?
I'm not exactly sure. I believe, though, we'll see results fairly soon in the coming months, certainly by the end of the year. I also think long term, it's likely that we'll see whole new kind of business plans or structures around this. So we might see larger changes in the future.
And before we let you go, Stafford, we know this has been in the works for a while. What was it that triggered this movement to change the commission structure?
Right. Well, so actually the NAR, excuse me, the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, has been more or less fighting sort of this idea for many, many years. But ultimately, there's a class action lawsuit in Missouri that was settled in October, which found that the NAR, as well as several of large real estate brokers, were found guilty for basically conspiring to keep these prices high. And so it's those class action lawsuits that are changing this.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Stafford Nichols with Beacon Economics, thank you so much for your time and your insight. I'm sure we're going to be seeing this come into play, as we mentioned, in a hot real estate market like Southern California. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's turn it now to the weather. The strong wind is gone, but now we could see showers and even thunderstorms in our forecast. KCAL News meteorologist Marina Jurica has your next weather. Hi, Marina.
Hi, Juan. We're already starting to see those thunderstorms pop up in Orange County, so let's get right to it. You can see those showers that are throughout that area of low pressure that is pretty close to us now, so it's allowing for that moisture to enter in. Our first thunderstorms, you can see, are down here just north of Rancho Santa Margarita and Lake Forest, and they're driving south-southeast, and so they'll start to move into portions of 74 there and heading just south of Lake Elsinore and Mission Viejo and Laguna Hills as we move into the next 15 to 20 minutes. And so watch out, because these are going to pop up, especially across the Inland Empire and in Orange County as we move into the afternoon. Those areas are the closest proximity to that area of low pressure. But for the rest of us, we've just got some isolated showers. You can see from Westminster, Anaheim into La Habra, we've got a little bit of shower action. Also a little heavier rain from Inglewood, really sandwiched right in between Inglewood and Downey, heading towards Torrance and San Pedro, Palos Verdes, Long Beach area. So there is moisture to work with here. So these are just going to keep popping up and be a nuisance for your Friday night evening plans. So throw an umbrella in the backseat just in case. But winds are dying down. We're anywhere between 15 to 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts, with our peaks in the mountains and in portions of our valley location. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, things are looking pretty good. The Sanford Fernando Valley over the next few hours. You'll be battling a couple of light showers here from time to time with temperatures that are much cooler because we're in the upper 50s right now, and we're really only going to warm up into the low to mid 60s as we head into the day. Cold core low. So I talked a lot about that yesterday. It's a lot cooler than what we're used to seeing with those Santa Ana winds yesterday because it's a cold system. And today, as it edges a little closer, it is nudging our temperatures down. We'll rebound over the weekend, though, which is great. With mostly sunny skies, we'll hit 69 tomorrow, which is still a touch below our average high of 70, but then we'll exceed that with the luck of the Irish on Sunday as we begin our warming trend with lots of sunshine. But for now, we're going to have to deal with the low to mid 60s across the coastline and in Orange County. And then as we head towards portions of Ventura County and into San Gabriel, San Bernardino mountain areas, we're in the low to mid 60s as well. And then we've also got snow. We've already seen about a foot of snowfall in Big Bear as well as in our resort areas above 5,000 feet, and about 3 to 5 inches can be expected as we move into the rest of the day as they sit right around freezing at 32. So here's the culprit. This area of low pressure is lingering and it is just rotating very nicely all of that moisture right into our neck of the woods. So it'll continue to do that because it's not moving very quickly. So isolated showers and storms will be the story for the rest of our day today, and mountain snow until about early tomorrow morning. If you are going to be traveling up there, just know that you probably will have some chain restrictions. And then we will be looking at a gorgeous Saturday afternoon and Sunday, looking at the extended for the LA and OC Metro as we push towards our Monday and Tuesday. Yes, flirting with 80 degrees as spring officially begins on the calendar. So just hold on to that umbrella. You're going to need it from time to time this evening. Juan?
All right, good to know. Thanks, Marina. And we also know who won that massive Powerball jackpot in Southern California back in October. Remember that? KCAL News reporter Rachel Kim is in Frazier Park to find the winner.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Kim and we are in Frazier Park today because the California Lottery just revealed who bought the $1.7 billion Powerball ticket here back in October. Now we're trying to track down the big winner. Is the 65-year-old man still here? Well, we're talking to his neighbors. We're also headed back to the local market that also won big for selling the winning ticket. How did this change things for them? We'll ask the same question to people in this small, beautiful mountain community. That's all coming up on KCAL News at 4 p.m.
And this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. I'm Juan Fernandez. We'll be back live here at 4 on CBS News Los Angeles.